answer. You're not so good at playing nice. Don't understand me much, must be that I'm losing touch of reality. Can't be you losing your touch if you alone is not enough. The problem must be me. Why can't you just let it go? Stop putting on such a show. For once, go ahead and fire. You won't hear me where I'm standing now. Go ahead and fire. Try and bring me down. Doesn't really matter anymore. You say you can have this spell. There was no war anyway. You're a mystery, you're a tragedy, you're nothing more than a pain to me. Got your kid ego at the door, cause I can't take it anymore. The fighting, the poking, the constant provoking, the way that you chat, then you act like you're joking. And you smile the while like you're doing me a favor, but when I talk back, you're like, so whatever. I gave you the start, just a mind about you, busy traveling the world and breaking all those hearts, and there's no more time for little old me. Well, if that's the way it's gotta be, then go ahead and fire. You won't hear me where I'm standing now. Go ahead and fire. Try and bring me down. Doesn't really matter anymore. You say you can have this spell. There was no war anyway. Stop, fall apart with pain. Your hands in your pockets and your eyes on your feet. Having conversations with the mirror, trying to make my point a little bit clearer, but talking sure ain't no mean feat. 'Cause I got issues. I know that I shouldn't fall apart over every little chat, but I got issues. You know that, you know I fall apart, so let's leave it at that. I just take baby steps, darling, baby steps, darling, baby steps, just one foot in front of the other, one word after another. Baby steps, darling, baby steps, just take baby steps, darling, baby steps. Maybe one day get it together, but today let's take another baby step. In, out, filled with doubt, I'm beat. I waste too much energy on every new person I meet. But still, I crave the attention. Gotta find a way to decrease the tension, 'cause the world ain't just gonna sit and wait for me. 'Cause I got issues. I know that I shouldn't fall apart over every little chat, but I got issues. You know that, you know I fall apart, so let's leave it at that. I just take baby steps. Hello. Bear with just a sec. I got do my usual of switching the music off in my headphones. There we go. Hello, everybody. Hello. How is everyone? We've got all the regulars seem to be slowly showing up in the chat. Andy's here. Dan's here. I think based on interaction I saw earlier, I think we should expect John this evening, and we'll see if anybody else says hello. We probably won't do. We'll probably just aim to do an hour tonight. Maybe go a little bit over an hour if we're having a good time and we want some more songs. But the aim is probably about an hour tonight.
I'm going to save myself, I think, for my big Halloween stream, and that's going to be a really big one. I'm going to be exhausted after it. I'm thinking probably Saturday evening for the Halloween stream, but I will put something up. I need to double check if I'm going to be busy on the Sunday or not. If I'm not going to be busy on the Sunday evening, then we might do the Sunday evening. But I might be busy on the Sunday evening. I have to find out if an open mic I like going to at Halloween is going to be on or not. I think it should be, 'cause it's always the last Sunday of the month usually. And there he is. Hello, John. Thought we might see you. So yeah. Anyway, so it'll either be Saturday or Sunday evening, I think, probably. But I shall let you guys know if I'm going to have plans Sunday evening, in which case we'll do Saturday evening. And have a big Halloween stream. I shall dress up again. I'll probably decorate. I'm hoping I'm going to try and get the room sorted before then. I think. I need to do my testers and pick out. And then we need to strip the wallpaper off this wall and see what's actually under it. 'Cause my sister thinks, because this used to be my sister's bedroom, and she thinks that under this wall might be a bit of a nightmare to paint on. So we'll have to see. But I would like. Hello, John. I would like to get that sorted by the Halloween stream, 'cause it'd be nice to make it look nice. Although maybe I don't need it sorted by the Halloween stream, 'cause maybe if I decorate it, it doesn't need sorting then, does it? No, it doesn't need sorting if I drape a load of stuff in front of it. But yeah, so gets to thinkings, people, about any other stuff you want in the Halloween stream. So far, my plan for the Halloween stream is dress up, decorate room again, play all of the little mini songs I've written for these Inktober prompts, 'cause I think that's going to be quite fun. We'll have In Love with a Ghost, obviously. We'll have the Bad Guy song, obviously. We'll have any other songs you think are out of my repertoire that suit a spooky vibe. And I don't know if anybody has any ideas for any other fun things that they would like in the stream. I'm trying to think of a game that we could maybe play in the stream, 'cause I like playing games in special streams, but I'm not very good at coming up with games that can be interactive over the internet like that. So if anybody has any ideas for things they would like to see in the Halloween stream, do let me know. And I will expect all of you to dress up and send me pictures on the socials of you in your costumes again. And I will be disappointed if I don't get any costume pictures. I will be very disappointed. 'Cause the only reason I like Halloween really is 'cause it's just an excuse to dress up. That's the main reason I like it. That, and I like horror stuff. Although I'm very disappointed, right? Trying to make plans with friends in the run up to Halloween. We were thinking about going to the cinema. I was thinking, oh, maybe we could maybe there'll be a special screening of a horror film, of a cool horror film, right? Somewhere else in the country, I forget where it is, somewhere else in the country, one of their views is doing a special screening of Scream in the run-up to Halloween. You know what we get? The Odeon is doing a 24-hour stream-a-thon thingy, movie marathon, of a bunch of, like, the most grotesque horror films you can get. It's like, no, I want some of the cool classics. I don't want the ones that feature cannibalism for no reason. Why? No, thank you. That's not where my love of horror comes from. I mean, I know I love zombie films, but it doesn't count when they're dead, okay? It doesn't count as cannibalism when they're dead. You may have to give me some tips on a costume. Anyway, so yeah, I'm very disappointed, because that's it. That's it in terms of then there's 2 new horror films coming out. I wouldn't mind seeing the new Halloween film they're putting out, but like I don't know if I'd want to go and see it in cinemas, because you know they're not amazing franchise. I don't know if I'd want to pay cinema prices to go watch the new Halloween film. It's annoying they put the Purge film out when they did, 'cause I wanted to see that. Right. Let's have our first song of the evening. I think we shall do our I have no idea where my capo is. I swear it was there. It was there. Where did I put it? behind me. It's behind me. I found it. It's all right. I think we'll have our usual to start the evening. Have a little bit of a bit of stage lights, I think. What? Get that reverb on. Get that reverb on. Yes. Oh wow, that's very reverby. Not much of a talker. I can't seem to get the words out. It's like they get stuck somewhere between the brain and my mouth. I'm not very popular. Instantly forgettable is always my style. It's okay, just shut up and force a smile. 'Cause I come alive on a stage lights and I live for big nights. And I'm at my best with a guitar and a mic, and I don't speak real life, but God, do I do night life? I don't know why, but I come alive. Please don't ask me to socialize. I'm not much of a social butterfly, but I fly so high. People say I got a quiet voice, I'm shouting but I'm never heard. From up here you hear every goddamn word. So come alive on the stage lights and I live for big nights. And I'm at my best with a guitar and a mic, and I don't speak real life, but God, do I do nightlife? I don't know why, but I come alive. Don't say you know me if you never come to see me. You can't possibly see me behind these walls. I'm trapped inside my hotel. I try to get out, but I can't help behind. Something about music, bright lights, a big stage, and late nights makes it alright. Like I'm alive on a stage lights, and I live for big nights, and I'm at my best with a guitar and a mic, and I don't speak in real life. God, do I do like life? I don't know, but I come alive. I come alive. Da 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 da. I've just realised, right, news. I have nice fun news, right? Partially fun news. Okay, I had a bit of an issue with me screwing me what's it called? The cradle that my proper condenser microphone goes in. That's better for recording than this one's this one's better for live vocal, 'cause it's better with the dynamics, whereas the condenser is better for when you're recording, 'cause overall you get a nice crisper sound. But that you have to sit it in a cradle. It doesn't go in a clip like this. It goes in a little cradle, and that cradle just was screwing directly onto my mic stand. And the mic stand in question that I was using, the it's slowly, because it's not so easy to screw it on to the bigger sized nut. That's not the nut, is it? That's the bolt. What's the thread? The thread. The bigger sized thread screw on the end of the mic stand doesn't fit as well into the housing in the cradle. So quite often it would get screwed on funny, and I think slowly over time the cradle's thread now has just been completely mangled. But there's a smaller thread inside. But I needed to get a little adapter for my mic stand to be able to use that, and I needed to get one of those little adapters anyway, because I keep taking my mic out to gigs and discovering that a lot of people don't have the same thread on the end of the mic stand, and most of them don't end up keeping a thread adapter at the gigs. So I was like, right, I should get a thread adapter. I should get a variety of thread adapters. That way I just have them and it's never an issue again. So I wound up finally buying one after a month or so of being like, I should buy one. And as I was buying one, I thought, right, I'm gonna have to pay delivery anyway. And my mic stand it wasn't the most expensive brand, you know. It was sort of like, it wasn't the cheapest you could get, but it was pretty cheap. It's a bit wobbly. It's a bit naff. So I decided while I was at it that I would get myself a new mic stand. So I have treated myself to a new mic stand, guys. And partway through that song, I realised that I have set my mic just ever so slightly too high to be comfortable. And I went to try and do what I would normally do with my old crappy mic stand and just push it down. But my nice new mic stand is too good for that. It's too secure to just... You have to actually unscrew it if you want to do that. You have to actually untighten it, because it actually does its job, this tighteny, screwy thing here, which my other one doesn't. In fact, which is why I pretty much always, when I'm recording, have to have something hanging off the end of the mic stand to balance it out, because the other mic is so heavy. I still have to balance it out a little bit just because this floor's a bit uneven. And the base of this is a lot stronger, so I don't have to balance it out as much. But I do have to balance it out a little bit still to stop, because that mic is just so heavy in the cradle. But yeah. Anyway, I have a new mic stand is the gist there. I have a new mic stand, and it's very nice. And you don't have to screw it to adjust it, because it's got like little clips that you just push that down. I say that like that one's really easy, but that one's actually really hard to do. That one's very stiff. Maybe it'll loosen over time. Oh, I haven't actually screwed this on quite right. Bear with a sec. I'm just going to have to take you guys out of the housing. Hold you like this while I haven't screwed that on all the way. I didn't notice that. I thought I'd screwed it on all the way, and I hadn't. Anyway, I think I've still got some grey zombie face paint and fake blood capsules in the kitchen. You probably do, because you always wind up having leftover supplies from Halloween of stuff like that. And it comes in handy for the next Halloween. You can just repeat costumes. I approve of repeating costumes. Spooky reverb. Well, there will be plenty of spooky reverb. In fact, I might have to... maybe before the Halloween stream, I should have a play around with seeing how easy it'll be for me to go through Logic, if the laptop will cope with it. I don't think the laptop will cope doing an entire stream through Logic, but it might cope doing a partial stream through Logic. If I do a bit of the stream through Logic and then I switch back to this. Now I have two mic stands. I could do that, because I could set this mic up on one stand and the other mic up on another stand and have them both plugged in. I might have a play around, and because it'd be nice to have like some little spooky sound effects and stuff. I mean, I could probably just download some spooky sound effects and stuff for the stream as well. I'll have a look at spooky sound effects and stuff. I might not even need to download some. There are probably some in the Apple library that I can use, because they're all, you know, as long as you're not using them for any sort of commercial purposes, which this isn't. It's just a stream. You can choose to donate in this stream, but I'm not using them to actually sell anything or create something and then try and sell. But yeah, maybe we'll have some spooky sound effects and some spooky reverb. I was also sort of weighing up the idea of maybe doing some sort of Halloween quiz, like do like a Halloween horror quiz. But it would mostly probably just consist of the things I like related to Halloween and horror, which could end up being a bit biased against a Bunchy. When I just start asking you about zombie films. It's been very nice to see that, because we're coming up in the run-up to Halloween, Netflix is just slowly adding lots of different horror films, which is nice. I always like this time of year 'cause all the horror films just pop up, and you get a lot of the same ones popping up. But there's been some ones that they haven't had on before. Like they've got Saw 3 this year, and they didn't have Saw 3 last year. And I quite like to see some of the Saw franchise 'cause it looks most of it's quite fun and silly, really. It's weird to say about a horror film, I think, but I do think the Saw franchise, the first one's quite sinister, but then they go on to be kind of a bit silly, really, 'cause it's all just about the gore, and the gore gets a bit over the top. And I think those sorts of horror films, like, if you can get past the gore, if you're someone who gore doesn't bother you, like me, it doesn't bother me that much 'cause I know it's fake. Needles, that's what bothers me. Needles. Anything with them in, no. But gore doesn't bother me. And I think if you get past the gore in gory horror films, most of them are just silly and not that scary. When you really think about it, they're not actually that scary. Did you watch the Squid Game? Yes! Of course I watched Squid Game. It's Korean, right? And people die, and there's a big conspiracy, and it's anti-capitalist. Of course I watched it. I watched it before everyone else did, pretty much, I think, 'cause because I watch lots of Korean stuff. Mum can tell you this, my Netflix is basically full of Korean shows. So when something new Korean comes out on Netflix, it recommends it to me straight away. So I saw that being advertised before it even came out. I was like, oh yes, that looks exactly like my kind of thing. And it's nice to see everyone now enjoying it 'cause it feels like, oh, people are finally seeing what can be, what's up for offer in terms of Korean TV and film. The Korean TV and film industry is amazing and has gone so undiscovered for so long by so many. Everybody needs to go and appreciate it. If you enjoyed Squid Game, I'm trying to think what I would recommend to people if they enjoyed Squid Game. I feel like if you enjoyed Squid Game, you probably enjoy Extracurricular a little. It's not even remotely similar in terms of plot, really, but it is similar in terms of themes. It is a lot of people died. Yes! That's my kind of thing. It's my kind of thing. That's what I like to watch. I also like stuff that has those big messages about society and stuff in them as well. That's why I like sci-fi and fantasy stuff, so especially sci-fi. It's why I like sci-fi a bit more than fantasy, 'cause you can get it to an extent in fantasy a lot of the time, that critique of society, but you get it a lot more in sci-fi, and you get it a lot in horror. A big part of why I love horror as much as I do is because horror is one of the main genres that takes those digs at society a lot more, and I like watching films that make commentaries and stuff on that. So yes, Squid Game was very much my sort of thing. I'm trying to think what I would recommend to somebody if they had enjoyed Squid Game in terms of other Korean dramas on Netflix. But it's hard because they've got a lot of variety of different things in terms of Korean dramas on Netflix. Squid Game is very good, but then that's how they get you, 'cause they're good storytellers like that. They do very good film and TV, the Korean, because there's investment in it. That's why it's so good. What people don't get is why is Korean film and TV so good? Because they invest huge amounts of money into media and pop culture. That's why idol culture is rising the way it is, because Korea invests a huge amount of money into its music industry and into its arts industries in general. So much money, which is why you get these big dramas like Squid Game, 'cause they have the investment behind them they got the money there. They got the money to do it. Anywho. We'll have another song, otherwise I'll just keep yammering on about I mean, I know you guys like me yammering a little bit, but don't want to yammer too much and not sing enough. So let's have another song. Indeed it was. Indeed it was, Andy. I still haven't actually seen it. It's one of those films where I really need to see it, but it's not on TV that much, and when it is, like, I miss it. I miss it when it is on TV, and I end up getting there in time to record it, 'cause they'll stick it on they'll stick it on some nowhere channel in the middle of the night, and it's as far as I'm aware, it's not on any of the streaming services that I've found yet. So if you find it anywhere, let me know, because I really want to watch the original Night of the Living Dead, because It's a classic of zombie cinema. You have to, I mean, in fact, all of the George A. Romero films are classics of zombie cinema that I need to see. And so far, I've only seen Diary of the Dead, Land of the Dead, Diary of the Dead, Land of the Dead, and I saw a bit of Day of the Dead, I think. Not Day of the Dead. Yeah, Dawn of the Dead. I saw a bit of the original Dawn of the Dead when I was younger, but I was too young to proper watch it then. Parasite is a good Korean film, John. It is. It's by my favourite director, Bong Joon-ho. So, you know damn fine we watched that as soon as we were able to get it on DVD. Did we get it? No, we didn't get it on DVD. We managed to get it through Amazon, didn't we? Because the Amazon is flogging it off for like £1. So, watch that as soon as I could get access to it. I can find you the DVD. I've got You would be my new favourite person if you did, Andy. Anyone who lends me zombie films is my favourite person. It's not easy. It's not hard to buy your way into my heart. You just have to lend me zombie films and stream my music. Do that and we're good. I'm just gonna go there and say, if you enjoyed Parasite, you would probably enjoy most of Bong Joon-ho's back catalogue. I would especially recommend I Love Snowpiercer, which is one of his. Snowpiercer, amazing. Snowpiercer is such a good film. If you haven't seen it, you should. It combines the brilliance that is his direction style and sci-fi. Dystopian sci-fi. It's got a mostly American cast, annoyingly. But it's still got I can't remember his name, but there's an actor that's in a lot of the films that he does that's in it. And he's also in The Host as well, is another of his, which is a classic of Korean monster movie. Anyway, we've gotten on to talking to Emma about her favourite films again. And I'm just rambling about it's good film, good TV, good film, good TV. Yes. We like film, we like TV, especially if it's out of Korea or features zombies or both. As Train to Busan does. Right, let's have a depressing song. We'll have a bit of a bit of Wear Me Out, I think, next. I always forget to turn the guitar up for this one. I'm not angry, I'm just tired. I'm not sad, I just wanna know. This gun's got bullets, I am fine. And they weigh me down, 'cause I know I won't win, so I hold it in. But it's crushing me from the inside out. Wanna let it rip, wanna scream and shout. I want you to see just what you've done to me, but I don't want you to know what you could do to me. So play the fool, you're just being cool, and now I shut my mouth. I don't wear myself out. Just wrap my hands around your neck. The blood on yours should stain them red. I'll be fine, just give me a sec. Let's get these thoughts out of my head, 'cause I could deny it, trying to hide it, but it's crushing me from the inside out. Wanna let it rip, wanna scream and shout. I want you to see just what you've done to me, but I don't want you to know what you could do to me. So play the fool, yeah, it's being cool, and now I shut my mouth. I don't wear myself out. You're wearing me out, you're wearing me out, you're wearing me out, you're wearing me out, you're wearing me down. Just scared to make a sound, I hold it in, and you always win. It's crushing me from the inside out. Wanna lay it rip, wanna scream and shout. I want you to see just what you've done to me, but I don't want you to know what you could do to me. So play the fool, yeah, it's being cool, and I wish shut my mouth. I don't wear myself out. Held that note too long and missed my cue for the next one. Whoops. Check it out. Train to Busan is a very good Korean zombie film. Very, very good. It has I think his name's Gong Yoo. Is it Gong Yoo? He's like a sweetheart out of Korea at the moment. Very big actor. Andy Senegal. You're never going to get tired of that joke, are you, Andy? Because I know I'm not. Oh, I thank you. I thank you. I'm just going to quickly disappear because I've not plugged my laptop in. So I'm going to do that now before I forget and it starts to die on us. That would be bad. Just got to grab the cable. Bear with. She is beauty. She is grace. Do a little tune up because we haven't had a proper tune up for a bit now. And we need it. But yeah, I'm just currently going through Netflix and just adding in all of the new horror films that come on. Like, oh, I haven't seen that. Let's have a look at that. I think they've added pretty much every single one of the Halloween franchise in. So I might work my way through those maybe. The classics for the slasher genre. My hands are so confused playing guitar again now, 'cause I've mostly been playing my violin, and they're just like, this is not the natural shape anymore. Well, speaking of, I'm going to put a video up about it tomorrow. I'm in the process of editing a video about it. But you may have noticed, if you saw me posts on me TikTok, and I think I put a bit on Instagram, and I think I forgot to post anywhere else about it. But I'm pretty sure I did TikTok and Instagram. That I have bought a violin. I have committed, guys. I bought a violin. It wasn't as expensive as I was expecting. I thought I might have to spend like 800 quid on one, but I have only spent like 500 quid on one, so not as much as I thought it would be. Decent. So. That was more difficult than I expected it to be. I think it would have helped. It would have helped if I maybe went for the handle rather than trying to pull it up by the sides. Alright, I haven't been able to play it the past couple of days, 'cause I've had a bit of an issue with the bow, in that the horse hair has just come away from the top on the bow, which is sad. So we're gonna go in and sort that out. Gotta go. That's on my to-do list for tomorrow, is go back to the violin shop and sort that. But you can say hello. Say hello to my little friend. Da 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 da. So we have a violin. We have a lovely new violin. Sounds a lot better than the one I've been playing. Feels a lot more natural to play a full-sized violin than a 3/4. It looks so small on that screen. It looks so small there. The only instrument I ever learned to play properly when I was 10 years old. Same. I never learned how to play guitar properly. As I've said multiple times, I don't really know how to play guitar properly. As I discover every time I try and do something more than just strum some chords, when I try to do actual guitar parts, I'm like, I can't actually play this. Whereas violin, I can actually play to a decent-ish level. I got to grade 4, so that's not bad. But yeah. Very pretty, very pretty. My violin does need a name. I'm thinking something feminine, but it doesn't have to be like the most feminine of feminine. I feel like something unisex could work too, but more of the femme vibe than the masculine vibe, I think, is what we're going for. It just feels feminine, but not like overly feminine to me, my violin. Yes, I gender my instruments. Yes, I name my instruments. We know this by now, surely. I give a lot of thought to their names, based on what I believe their personalities are. She feels classy. I feel like a classy name is necessary, 'cause she's got a very classy sound. It's not too soulful, not too trying to draw attention to herself, just lovely, subtle kind of note to her. I'm a little bit in love, not gonna lie. Who needs a girlfriend or a boyfriend or a romantic partner of any description when I have a violin? I have instruments. Who needs romance when you have instruments? Not me. They get all my love, all my attention. And the case is really pretty. You'll get a proper. I'll put the video up tomorrow of me, and I've got did a proper look at it and showed off properly, 'cause it was easier to do there, 'cause I'm not like trying to point it at a camera. There's a tiny pinhole in my laptop. And you get to hear me play her. You'll be glad to know that Omiya Babino Caro has had like no improvement. No improvement whatsoever, mostly 'cause I haven't played it enough. But me overall violin skills do seem to be going in the right direction. Give it a hug. I wouldn't actually recommend actually hugging a violin, 'cause you're supposed to be pretty careful not to really touch them anywhere other than the neck, or you can hold them by the body, but you shouldn't really wrap your hands around them, 'cause you can knock stuff out of place. They're actually quite delicate creatures. Like this, my guitar, I've dropped my guitar loads, but if I ever dropped this, I think I would actually have a heart attack. Because if you drop a violin, you can pretty badly damage it pretty quickly and easily. They're delicate. So we'll stick to gentle touches with the violin. We can hug the guitar though. I mean, we pretty much always hug the guitar. But the guitar is a bit hardier. Genuinely, the poor Lily, she's been through the wars in terms of the number of times she's just got knocked over in a pub, or or I've come off stage and I've just whacked her into something like, oh, sorry. Number of little dents. Oh, she could do a bit of clean as well, actually. I'm not sure what the. I wonder if that's resin. That might be resin. I've just noticed there's a lot of little splatter across the top, and I'm wondering if maybe it's resin off the violin bow. It might be resin off me doing the violin bow. That, or maybe I've sprayed me face spray or something in the vicinity of. I shouldn't have done that. Sorry. I'll give you a clean when I get a chance. I really should give her a clean. I'm not very good at looking after my guitar. I know I'm supposed to do stuff like every time you restring, you should clean the fingerboard thoroughly with this oil and this. So I can't be bothered. I will have to do it next time I change her strings. The next time I change her strings, I'm going to give her a good clean, I think. She needs it. I need to be rich enough to be able to hire someone else to do that stuff for me. 'Cause I forget. Right. What shall we have next? Let's have another tune. What tunes do people want to hear this evening? Let me know in the chat what you would like to hear. Just drop your faves or your least faves. Maybe you want to hear your least fave this evening. Who knows? Meanwhile, I'll try and think of other things on Netflix that are Korean things that you should all go watch if you want to discover the joys of Korean TV. I'm never sure what to recommend people, 'cause like I said, I've watched a lot of different. I mean, I like a lot of different series and a lot of different genres of series, but I'm never sure what other people would enjoy. What am I watching at the moment? I'm watching a romance thing. I was watching something else and I can't remember what it was. Or was I going to start something else and I can't remember what it was? Can't remember what I'm watching at the moment. Got a lot of things on my list. We not got any requests. Shall I just pick some to play? You'll all be glad to know that I'm falling ever so slightly behind on the Inktober challenge at the moment as well. I recorded today's today. As you can probably tell, 'cause if you've seen it, you'll recognise the outfit and the makeup, which I'll probably just redo tomorrow 'cause I can't be bothered coming up with a new makeup look for tomorrow. So I'll just pop this on, do some filming, and then change into something more comfortable. I haven't written tomorrow's yet, so that's gonna get written and recorded all in one day. Like that, I only have the next five word one planned out at the moment, which is a bit hairy. So tonight I should probably try and write out some lyrics at the very least to start myself off on tomorrow. Fun. In my defence, I had some of the trickiest prompts to try and work through this week, so it was a bit harder to get going on than some of the others have been. My prompt for me drawing is going to be easy this evening though, 'cause roof, that's nice and easy. I think I'm just going to pull up one of my pictures from my time in France and just have a go at drawing some of the pictures I took from like high views of places like, oh, maybe I'll do Strasbourg, 'cause I'm just looking at a picture I've got over there of Strasbourg. Strasbourg was a very pretty city. I might do Strasbourg 'cause it's got cool roofs, Strasbourg, 'cause it's got that sort of German look to it because it's right on the border. So it's got those nice German looking buildings with the brightly coloured roofs. And what else have I got? I seem to remember Nice was quite pretty from one of the views we had. So it'll be a nice easy prompt, that one. To try and draw the rooftops of one of the pictures I took while I was out in France. The good thing about being in France, all of the pretty pictures I have of the pretty places I got to visit. Shame about the mental breakdown I had while I was there. Very pretty place to have a mental breakdown, at least. For the most part. We got no requests, so I'm just going to go ahead and pick one. She says, completely unable to pick one because I cannot make decisions. What am I in the mood for? I don't know. What am I in the mood for? The temptation to just default to Somewhere South of Paradise like I always do. No, we will. Let's have the difficult one. Let's have the one everybody likes. It's really hard to sing. I feel like I could describe so many of my songs like that, and you guys would be like, which one do you mean? in that a bunch of them. Don't you always complain about writing a new song that we all like and that is really hard to sing? That has been a bit of pattern. Oh, you guys really like this one, do you? It's really hard to sing. I mean, I wrote it and made it that hard to sing, and I could have just not, I could have just made it easier, but no, I had to show off. Not really showing off. Right. We'll have this one. This one that I keep telling you is quite tricky to sing. Not like Wear Me Out. Wear Me Out's pretty easy to sing. As long as my voice is in good condition and can do that bell, it's actually pretty easy to sing. I like doing that one. I like doing this one too. I like doing all of them, but I like doing the easy ones. Broken bones don't grow back stronger. That's just something we say to numb the pain. Brush it all away. And knowing real hunger doesn't make you any better the way. I am not grateful for all of my scars. And, sorry, I'm going to start that again because I completely messed that up. Broken bones don't grow back stronger. That's just something we say to numb the pain. Brush it all away. And knowing real hunger doesn't make you any better the way. And I am not grateful for all of my scars. And we are not brave just for being who we are. So please don't be so patronizing as to tell me that pain builds character. 'Cause I am not more interested for all the times I've been hurt. You don't get to tell me that it's worth it for all I've earned. 'Cause I'm not more beautiful because I've been burned. See, the bone grows back the same, but you get these aches and pains that you never used to get before. Muscles and the brain, they just ain't quite the same. When they get hurt, they feel it more. And now you have scars where you used to have eyes. And now you're not so sure of who you really are. So please don't be so patronizing as to tell me that pain builds character. 'Cause I am not more interested for all the times I've been hurt. You don't get to tell me that it's worth it for all I've heard. 'Cause I'm not more beautiful because I've been burned. No, oh, 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 oh. Ooh, 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 there is no beauty in the scars on my skin. And I am not better just because I didn't give in. Please don't give credit for what I have become to the ones who broke me down just to see me undone. So please don't be so patronizing as to tell me that pain builds character. 'Cause I am not more interested for all the times I've been hurt. You don't get to tell me that it's worth it for all I've heard. 'Cause I'm not more beautiful because I've been burned. No. Ugh. Right. I think we shall start winding up slowly now. So we are reaching the half-hour mark, and I have editing to do, I have a picture to draw, I have lyrics to do. Yeah, I know I set myself all these tasks to do, but you'd be proud of me, guys. You'd be proud if you'd seen how efficient I've been over the past few days, how much work I've gotten done on various things. I had a very productive 4 days in a row. And then yesterday as I got home from work, I just like crashed big time. Like, have overused brain too intensely. Now it will not even function well enough to get me up to bed properly or draw a picture. In fact, I sat there just unable to start a picture until I think I started at 11:30. I was like, right, well this picture's not going up before the end of the day. And I wound up putting it up at midnight, and it wasn't great because I ended up sort of rushing it because I just sat there for like 2 hours like, I need to draw something, but I cannot think what to draw. I had one idea that then I looked up reference pictures for it. It's like, no, this was a terrible idea. I can't draw this. I was going to try and draw something getting stuck in a vending machine because the prompt was stuck. And then I looked up pictures of things stuck in vending machines to try and draw, and I thought, nope, this is way more complicated than I thought it was going to be, and it probably won't even look that good. So I wound up chickening out. And I should have just done that, 'cause then I would have started it 2 hours earlier and maybe I would have gotten a better picture. But hey. You live, you learn, all that stuff. So I think we shall, if anybody has a request, let me know now. Otherwise, I'm just going to play Baby Steps and then end the stream for the evening and let you all go off and enjoy the rest of your evenings while I go off and work through mine. But if there's anything else anybody wants to hear before I do Baby Steps, do let me know. We will have a stream next week as well, because I'm not in work again next week on this day, on Wednesdays. So we'll have a stream on Wednesday again, 'cause I shouldn't be so tired for 'em, which is nice. I will probably end up still being really busy, like, guys, I have so much to do. Why do I have so much to do? 'Cause I set myself a bunch of tasks, and then I struggled to start them. Yay! And in between that, I wound up obsessing over a violin. And rambling about horror films I wanted to watch. Baby Steps. Everybody just wants to see Baby Steps, okay? We all just want Baby Steps. Right. We shall have Baby Steps. And then I've got to go draw some roofs. As you do. My front top teeth have been really sensitive the past few days. I don't know why. Nothing's changed that should make them that way, but hey. Right. I don't know why I've turned that guitar down for some reason. That was silly of me. I turned it up a bit too high there, sorry. Stop for the party. Keep your hands in your pockets and your eyes on your feet. Having conversations with the mirror, trying to make my point a little bit clearer, but talking sure ain't no mean feat. 'Cause I got shoes, I know that I shouldn't fall over every little trap, but I got shoes. So let's leave it at that. I just take baby steps, darling, baby steps. Baby steps, darling, baby steps. Just one foot in front of the other, one word after another. Baby steps, darling, baby steps. Just take baby steps, darling, baby steps. Maybe one day get it together, but for today, let's take another baby step. Doubt I'm beat. I waste too much energy on every new person I meet. But still, I crave the attention. Gotta find a way to take his attention, 'cause the world ain't just gonna sit and wait for me. 'Cause I got shoes, I know that I shouldn't fall over every little trap, but I got shoes. You know that. So let's leave it at that. I just take baby steps, darling, baby steps. Baby steps, darling, baby steps. Just one foot in front of the other, one word after another. Baby steps, darling, baby steps. Just take baby steps, darling, baby steps. Maybe one day get it together, but for today, let's take another baby step. There's no rush, these things come with time. So be a little more kind to yourself. Don't be desired, you're doing just fine. And being yourself up don't really help. You've got the answers right there in your mind. Just have a little yourself. You're doing just fine. So just take baby steps. Oh, just take baby steps, darling. Baby steps, darling. Baby steps, just one foot in front of the other, one word after another. Oh, baby steps, darling. Baby steps, just take baby steps, darling. Baby steps, maybe one day get it together, but for today, let's take another baby step. Ooh, oh, oh. Ta-da! Right, we shall leave it there for tonight's stream. And I shall join you again next week for more rambling about horror films I like, Korean TV shows. Maybe I'll come up with a little list of shows you should watch if you enjoy Squid Game and you want to watch more Korean media and you want to know what the really good ones are. I have watched them all. Not all of them. I'm slowly working through my way through a list of because there's been a lot of good ones come out recently on Netflix, especially Netflix Korea. Love Netflix Korea. But yes, I shall see you guys probably same time next week. I'm going to say for now it'll be 7:30 unless I say otherwise, but I'll probably do same time next week. And I shall get to working on more of those Inktober songs and thinking about things for that Halloween stream. And you guys should think about things for that Halloween stream too. Any ideas for fun things you want to do in that Halloween stream? Do let me know. And I will add them to my repertoire. Do we want to do a Halloween horror quiz? Shall we do some sort of Halloween horror quiz? And I'll just come up with a quiz relating to all things that Emma loves about Halloween, and we'll see who I have the most in common with in terms of what horror films we've watched and what TV series we like. Well, we'll do a quiz. Unless someone comes up with a better idea for a game, we'll do a little Halloween quiz, and maybe I'll paint a little picture like I did last year and send it off to whoever scores the highest. No problem, Daniel. Thank you for a very lovely stream, as always, guys. And I shall see you sometime next week. But for now, I shall say toodles. Goodbye!